If your children ask you for fizzy drinks, or if you secretly crave them, even if you know that most of them are not good for you, there is an alternative which is very healthy, easy to make, and it can taste whichever fruit you happen to like. It's water kefir. Stay with me and I will tell you what it is and how to make it. My name is Davide and this is Casa Calvo. You may know kefir as a type of yogurt, but actually it's the name of a variety of fermented drinks, which are either based on milk or water and sugar. The name kefir probably comes from a Turkish word kejef, which means feeling good or having a good feeling after eating something. Now, anyone who enjoys dark chocolate knows exactly what I'm talking about. Kefir has been consumed for centuries in a region crossed by a chain of mountains called the Caucasus, which divides the southern part of European Russia from Azerbaijan and Georgia. Both water and milk kefir are made by fermenting a liquid using kefir grains. Water kefir grains look like tiny translucent pieces of jelly. They are the result of the alliance between lactobacteria and yeast, which is why they are called SCOBY, which is short for symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. But enough with trivia. Today's video is about water kefir. What really matters is that water kefir is not only a lovely drink, but it's good for you, it's easy to make and it's very versatile. To make it, you will need kefir grains, a jar, a bottle, filtered water and unrefined sugar. By the way, the kefir grains can be easily bought online. As a finishing touch, you will also need a little bit of fruit juice of your choice. Start by filling the jar with 1 liter of water. Avoid chlorinated water because the bacteria really don't like it. If you are not sure whether your water is chlorinated or not, you have 3 options to remove or reduce chlorine. Let the water sit by leaving it uncovered at room temperature for 24 hours. Boil the water, or use a water filter. This is probably the best option. Then add the grains and the sugar. It really doesn't matter in which order you add the ingredients, but if you start from the grains, for a brief moment the jar will look like a snow globe, which is something I always look forward to. I know that perhaps I should leave the house more often. Don't worry about the sugar, the kefir grains feed on it, which means that after the fermentation there isn't much sugar left. In return, the bacteria provide enzymes and vitamins, so it's a win-win. Normally I use either Muscovado or Demerara, because they are easy to find and give the water a beautiful amber color. But other types of unrefined sugar are fine too. You can use a coconut sugar, for instance, or even molasses or maple syrup. As long as they are unrefined, it's okay. Most people use a wooden spoon to stir the water. That's because of prolonged contact with reactive metals such as aluminium, or aluminum if you're not from the UK, may affect the fermentation. I frankly use whatever I have at hand. It's only for a few seconds anyway. Once the sugar is dissolved, cover the jar and leave it for 1 or 2 days at room temperature. The longer you wait, the tangier it becomes. As soon as you're happy with it, strain the grains using a sieve. They can be immediately reused for a new batch of water kefir. Simply repeat the process by adding the grains to fresh water and sugar. If you are not using them again immediately, then you can store them in the fridge for up to a week in a small amount of sugar and water. For long-term storage, you can simply dehydrate them. And that's it. This liquid is now your basic water kefir. However, as an optional step, you can go for a second fermentation. All you have to do is transfer your strained kefir into a bottle with a tight fitting lid and add half a glass of fruit juice. This is orange juice, but you can choose whatever you want. Then, seal the bottle and let it sit at room temperature for 1 or 2 days. This step will make the water kefir fizzy as the bacteria feast on the sugar from the orange juice. You may want to taste it from time to time, because fermentation time and carbonation can vary depending on temperature and the type of sugar. Once you're happy with both the fizziness and flavor, it's time to store it in the fridge to stop the fermentation. I serve mine cold. I really hope you will enjoy it as much as I do, and if you do, perhaps you may want to subscribe to this channel. There are more videos to come. Salute!